China and Japan both have their own famous martial arts. China is known for Kung Fu, while Japan is recognized for karate. But have you ever wondered which of these two martial arts is the greatest? If you're curious, let's take a look at some matches between Kung Fu masters and karate fighters. In a sparring match back in 1999, a Kung Fu master faced off against a karate fighter, each trying to prove which martial art was superior. The match began with the Kung Fu master displaying aggressive energy, landing a swift kick on his opponent. Not only that, but the master's technique, which combined several powerful kicks, was impressive enough to knock the karate fighter to the ground. As the karate fighter fell, the Kung Fu master had an opportunity to strike his face directly. This initial attack only fueled the intensity of the match, making the karate fighter even more determined to launch his counterattack. However, the Kung Fu master's quick reflexes, especially with his spinning kicks, prevented the karate fighter from successfully landing a hit. Determined not to be outdone, the karate fighter tried to regain control by exchanging kicks with the Kung Fu master. Unfortunately for him, it wasn't enough, as the Kung Fu master demonstrated extraordinary skill. Within seconds, the Kung Fu master executed a brilliant spinning kick, catching the karate fighter off guard and leaving him unable to defend. At this point, it was clear that the Kung Fu master had the upper hand. Every time the two went to trade kicks, the Kung Fu master proved to be quicker and more agile, causing the karate fighter to fall once again. The Kung Fu master's agility was remarkable, allowing him to easily anticipate and dodge the karate fighter's attacks, rendering the karate fighter's efforts nearly useless. In another moment, the Kung Fu and karate fighters once again faced off to demonstrate which martial art was superior. At the start of the match, the karate fighter seemed to possess exceptional technique. It didn't take long for the karateka to swiftly land a spinning kick, but unfortunately, the Kung Fu master managed to dodge the attack. In the opening minutes of the match, the Kung Fu master made a mistake that worked to the karate fighter's advantage. As the Kung Fu master moved into attack, he got dangerously close to his opponent. This gave the karate fighter a golden opportunity to land a punch and a kick to the Kung Fu master's face. Not wanting to appear weak, the Kung Fu master launched several attacks of his own. However, the karate fighter's impressive technique allowed him to anticipate the Kung Fu master's moves, enabling him to dodge and defend against the strikes. The karate fighter followed up with an impressive series of attacks, forcing the Kung Fu master into a defensive position, eventually causing him to stumble and fall. This clearly showed that the karate fighter's skills were, at that moment, superior to those of the Kung Fu master. In another match, the karate fighter and the Kung Fu master faced off once again in the ring. What caught everyone's attention this time was the Kung Fu master's unique fighting style. With movements resembling those of a drunken person, it was clear that the Kung Fu master was using the Zui Quan, or drunken fist technique. But the question remained, would this unpredictable style be effective against a trained karate fighter? Throughout the match, both fighters exchanged a series of attacks. However, whether due to a brief lapse in focus, the karate fighter managed to break through the Kung Fu Master's defenses, landing a solid kick to his face. This moment left the Kung Fu Master momentarily stunned, as he took a moment to recover. Once he regained his composure, the Kung Fu Master retaliated with a counterattack. Yet, instead of overwhelming his opponent, the Master found himself on the receiving end of another well-placed kick from the karate fighter. The fight didn't stop there. Due to the inherent weakness in Zui Quan's defense, the Kung Fu Master struggled to protect himself, allowing the karate fighter to land yet another powerful kick. It's worth noting that these types of battles between practitioners of Kung Fu and karate are not uncommon. Just like in this match, where both fought to prove who was the stronger martial artist, these encounters have been captured on video numerous times, showcasing the ongoing rivalry between the two martial arts. In an intense match, the karate fighter targeted the Kung Fu Master's legs repeatedly, successfully knocking him down several times. The relentless attacks continued, with the karate fighter skillfully delivering a spinning kick that forced the Kung Fu Master to retreat momentarily. As the match progressed, the karate fighter maintained his pressure, again focusing on the Kung Fu Master's legs. This forced the Kung Fu Master to pause briefly, as the repeated forceful kicks began to take their toll. The karate fighter's consistent and powerful strikes eventually earned him the victory. On another occasion, the two fighters engaged in a sparring match, each demonstrating their martial arts skills. Without hesitation, the karate fighter delivered a swift kick to the Kung Fu Master's stomach, causing him to clutch his midsection in pain. Despite the setback, the Kung Fu Master once again captured the public's attention with his unique fighting style, which resembled the movements of a snake. This technique, known as Hanzi, or the snake fang style, was fluid and impressive to watch. Unfortunately, the Hanzi technique didn't give the Kung Fu Master an advantage over the karate fighter. Once again, a simple yet effective kick landed on the Kung Fu Master's body, forcing him to retreat several steps. This showed that, despite the elegance of the snake style, the karate fighter's straightforward techniques were more effective in this battle.